Hi, it's me again. I just had to turn all the noise off again, except I can't turn Angel off. She's got a treat ball because I'm not playing with her, yet she was eating it in the last video. She was eating her treat. She's got food out in the kitchen and she's not eating it. And she was playing with Porcupine and trying to put it under the coffee table, which has just come back into the room after months. Anyway, I'm back still doing this, and I found out in the legs anyway, and probably the arms, that was the stuff that was inside her. And I haven't got a clue what this brown stuff is. It's not even, you know, I know the poly pellets. It's not even round. I don't know if it's glass or what it is. That's weird. Has anybody ever seen that in weighting material? There's actually the glass down, the poly pellets down the bottom are from other babies, and then this stuff up the top is what I've just tipped out of the legs, the limbs, and I then just saw that on the limb. Not that that is, you know, a super major issue, but there's certainly a cut there. Now whether I did that trying to get the ties, cut the ties, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't know. I could have done that while I was trying to get the ties cut, but usually I cut that way. You know, I would have the snippers, where are they? I'll show you what I would have done. I would have had the snippers in that way. That looks like it's that way. I certainly didn't do it like that anyway. I'm not too happy about that. It's painted well. Oh, I think it is anyway. And the poly pellets, I don't know, is vinyl normally sticky-ish on the inside? Is that normal? Can you hear it? That's my sort of skin sticking finger, the skin on my finger. It's sort of a sticky feeling. It's not like glue, but the pellets, oh, there you can see them. This, my hand's shaking. I've had asthma medicine, so I'm shaking. The pellets are stuck to the walls of the limbs. This is getting more interesting by the minute. I shouldn't really be laughing, should I? I don't know if the other limbs... Okay, that of course could be a flaw in the vinyl. Could be. Be interested to know what other people think. Especially reborn artists who have, you know, had that have dealt with these kits for years. Actually the ties on the arms I couldn't even cut off. I actually squished this to yanked the what's it called? Body off because I couldn't get to the ties because it was inside out, sort of. The tie was on the inside and I couldn't get to it anyway. I don't know how the hell she, excuse my French, but I don't know how the heck she got them done up in the first place. How could you? On the inside, if the whole thing is on the inside of there. Got me stumped. So I suppose what's inside this limb, and you can hear it's quite loud squishy. Whereas if you put glass beads in, I know they squish and I know they make a noise, but not like that. Anyway, that's interesting. I must say this kit is really nice and squishy. Beautiful vinyl as far as squishiness goes. And yeah, it's cute. So I'd recommend this kit to anybody. I certainly would, because it must be easy to... The head's a little bit thicker, I think. The head's sticky-ish on the inside too. It's as if it's really, really shiny with a slight sort of tacky feel to it. Very slight. I should have a look and see what... I should have pulled all the stuffing out. I did pull it out and then I'll put it back in again. I'm not just stupid idiot. I should check the hair's glued in for a start. It sort of looks a bit like this artist sort of tried to cut some corners. Now, if any of you artists think I'm being picky, sorry, but that's just how it sort of looks to me. When you look at DVDs that are showing you how to make a reborn, and you see how they put them together, and then you see all of this, what I'm finding, then oh, now I've pulled the, where is it? There it is. I've pulled the felt out. So I'll have to stick that back in now. Wasn't glued in very well. Hope I don't pull the hair out. I don't know why I'm laughing about this. It's not all that funny, but especially when you know how much I paid for it. Paid for her. Oh, so up there. Well, this is interesting. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's a bit of felt. I know she has a magnet, two magnets, one here and one over there. So they're roughly around about there. That's sort of underneath one of the magnets, perhaps. This is really weird. That, oh, you can see it to the left, that sort of blob, darker blob, that must be the magnet. Maybe she put felt over it. Oh, there's another magnet that's behind her mouth. Oh, hang on, maybe that other bit was over the other magnet. Oh yeah, the other magnet's gone, so this bit of felt must have a magnet in it. This bit of felt, no, there's nothing in it. Oh, oh, this is so ridiculous, it's funny. That's just like, I wonder if that was meant to be felt. Actually, it feels like felt, but a strip of felt like that? Please. Can't feel any magnet anywhere. Might be in amongst all this that I've pulled it out. Yeah, she used to have a magnet on that side. One on there and one over here. Oh, this is so interesting. And of course there's a magnet behind her nose. Oh, behind her nose. Behind her mouth. I'm an idiot. Oh, I know what that felt was from, the nose. See, it's not dark now. Who would put a strip? Who would put that behind the nose like that? When you put a piece rather than a strip. Dana was saying that the magnets, she had a strip of magnets in aspirin. Here I've got a strip of felt that was supposed to be covering or backing the nose. But you can see the 2 holes there, I think. Oh, my hand won't stop shaking. I can't stop shaking. Yeah, it's definitely that from the back of the nose there. I'll have to stick a bit of felt. Yeah, I bought some a while ago, so I'll put a new piece in there. This surgery is turning out to be, instead of it being minor surgery with the new body, it's turning out to be major surgery. Poor little Victoria. We can all pray for a happy outcome for her. Oh, poor sweetie. Such a cute face. Oh. But that's definitely a magnet up there. Wonder where the other magnet is then. Because I know she had one on either side of her head, as well as one behind her mouth. There, I said it right that time. Might be in amongst all of this. Somewhere. Oh, yummy. Oh, I'm not crying, everybody. I just think this is a bit weird. And this is a lady that's been doing it for, what did I say, 9 years. I can't believe this, really. Who would put a strip? She's trying to cut costs and use every little piece she's got. I don't know, but what I was looking for was to see if it was glued in. The hair. I can't really tell. I honestly don't know if there's any glue on the hair or not. Sort of feels like it is. Maybe. I really honestly can't tell. Sorry. I keep facing everything in the wrong direction. Probably not going to focus anyway. Trying to look inside the head. Got nothing to focus on. Not going to focus. I don't know, maybe I should do another layer of glue on there too. On the head. On the hair, you know. Oh. This has definitely turned out to be major surgery. A sweet little Victoria Rose. I think I'll be having a word to this reborn artist, that's for sure. Not impressed at all. But like I said, I think she's done a great job on the painting. Suppose credit where credit's due. And I do like the hair. Except for these bits at the front where there seems to... Oh, stop still for a minute. These bits at the front where there seems to be all these dots. Oh, holes been poked into her. And I'm sure you can all see that there's not hair coming out of every one of them. That's if you watch this in full HD, that is. You'll probably pick that up. Yeah, there's quite a number of holes in that spot just there. Well, I can't actually see hair coming out of every one of them. But I suppose that could happen, but you'd think you'd be a little bit more particular around the face than perhaps at the back. At the back. Back looks okay. Wish the hair was just a fraction longer. It's about 1 inch long. Most of it is. So the front looks as if perhaps she's cut it and a bit too short, actually. That's to me anyway. It looks as if maybe she's cut it a bit too short. That might be why it's thin as well. Looks thin-ish. It's not all 1 inch long here. She uses some sort of a razor cutting tool. People use them, I suppose, in hairdressers. I don't know. They're like I've got one actually for Angel. It cuts the hair and it's a razor blade. It's supposed to be for thinning out the hair, I thought, but that's apparently what she cut it with. It might sort of give it that sort of newborn look on the ends, perhaps, than if you cut it straight like that. But anyway, I am happy with the hair. Just those holes are a bit funny. Or the excess of holes that don't all have a bit of hair coming out of them. Or maybe they've got one bit of hair coming out and I just can't see it. Oh, there's some, for example. I'll just have to put it down. Sit still. I'm sure there's holes there that haven't got hair coming out of them. Anyway, I don't know what I showed you then. Oh yeah, that was right. It was the poly pellets and that brown sort of stuff. I have seen pictures of poly pellets with another colour, you know, a darker colour in them, and I just thought they were just the same poly pellets but at a different colour, because in there I can see white and clear, like an opaque colour, sort of semi-transparent. But then there's this other shape altogether, which looks like little bits of, I don't know, maybe rock or glass. Actually, I don't know if it's heavy enough to be glass. I don't know. It's not plastic. I've just tried to bite it. It's definitely not plastic. So I wonder if these are bits of glass that have been sprayed with gold paint. They must have been tumbled at some stage because they're not real. It's not super sharp. Anyway, that's what's been happening here. Oh, and there's another bit of that stuff, and it's flat. That's a flat bit. Oh, yeah. It's getting weirder and weirder. So I might take the rest of the, I've emptied both the legs, so I'm going to empty the arms as well. I'm not putting any of that stuff back in her. I will put this stuff back in because that's perfectly alright. I can't see anything wrong with that. I can't understand someone using, I have got some other stuff here. This is stuff I've pulled out of other babies. And there was some stuff came out of another baby. It's curly stuff. I don't know what that was either. This stuff out of Victoria looks whiter than this one. But anyway, that's minor detail. But yeah, this does feel new. I know it's got some of that stuff too. Or maybe that's just normal. Looks like a cotton thread. I don't know. Oh, maybe, and there's another bin. That must be normal. Oh well, I suppose I'll learn as I go along. I'm certainly learning what not to do when I start, which hopefully will be not too far away. I had to take my mum somewhere today. down to what we call the Public Dental Hospital in Melbourne, which is the major city in the state I live in. Mum had to have just have a splint made. It's this like a, you know, those gadgets footballers use to cover their teeth. Sort of a guard. It's like a guard, but it's to stop her grinding her teeth. I've also got one too. But she lost hers, so she'd got that up here, the other one, and she couldn't afford to buy another one privately. It was going to cost about $600, so I made her an appointment down there in this dental hospital. So we've been down there and back, and then I've come home, and it's 4:30 here in the afternoon. What was I going to say? The last time we went down there was when my mum had that big major fall on the way home. We were about to get on the train, and she fell over and hit her head on a concrete pylon or pillar or whatever you want to call them. Big thing, about 4 foot wide. She couldn't have missed it. Nobody could have, because it was so wide. So I decided this time we were not going to go on public transport. So anyway, I've got to go. Bye.